So if one of the Muggles tried to pass himself off as a gnome, what would the politics of the gnomes? Would they act like Whack 100 and tell him to run that back, or run that, or we're gonna send you around the back? Or would they be like throw a party, a solstice party for them or something? But then elves though, like how would elves respond to like like almost a subspecies of a pet of some I don't know, as far as the alien species is and everything. Like, we humans think that it's archons. After we beat them, that nobody can beat us because we have what's it called? Transcendental argumentation. You know that the goblins just detest the fact that humans can read, or that you might prefer to spend your time reading. Like that gets them up. That gets in under their skin. It's like it's a trip. It's a trip. Okay. I'm describing all these species as if they exist because of politics. Politics are the ones that look most like trolls, but they get to do what they do out of agreement. We agree to the language. Thanks, Axiom Oblivion, for bringing that up. Language and titles. Maybe that's why the goblins were also perturbed as well, because they knew we were going to run into that, and then some people were going to want to write fluff pieces, or like me, or like conforming, propagandistic, almost like what happened on the Crucible today was a superior debater and an intellectual, and he got the intellectual to quibble about the difference between revenge and turn the other cheek, because it's something about interpretation of message or meaning. I would thought that the Christian mindset would be one of inhibition and puritanical, and putting maybe like you're not, the worst fear is not living your best life, because if you're not trying to live your best life, then it really actually matters if you get killed or something, like, because you can slowly like rot away, and it's like you feel like you're not able to live your best life, basically, or it's like tied down. So, oh, I gotta stay here because, and it's just a crappy ordeal because, and if I try to travel and worry about where my next meal is gonna come from, and so, but like in the sciences and creative arts and everything, they're looking for somebody to basically take lick their own antimony, which antimony is like, heavy toxic metal. But it's like you're trying to come up with something that can interact with someone the same way dreams can, which is like a masterpiece or something. So you have to go beyond the point where you are worried about your facilitating your amenities and who's like you, it's not a fucking one of those all fall back and someone catch me trust exercises. There's a difference between the walk of faith and the seek and you shall find mentality, and very few people make it over from seek and you shall find, which is affirmative and which is like, seek and you shall find is like reinforcing, perseverance. There's good things about that. And then the walk of faith is like you have everything you need, and you won't take anything from anybody. Like, even if they offered it to you, like, if you won't take anything from, unless it's like, just food. And it's like, you're not worried about like, oh, the weather's gonna change. You know what I mean? Oh, he's like, oh, I have this, I know where to go if the weather changes. It comes into your apprehension of, I don't know, like the constant shifting, and it's like osmosis or shifting. You know how to, like, you know what to do when it comes down to it, but to some people, they think you're stranded. Like, okay, so it's like you considered certain things, so then it's not gonna come to it. But we see somebody walking around and all they have is the shirt on their back and a bag of food or something like that, and a bedroll or something, and you're like, damn, that's. And it's like, you'll go up to them and try to give them $5 or something, and they're like, oh, that's cool, I don't need that. It's like, it's like a level that I think it's something that you can take it like an opportunity or something like that. It's like I peep that, and this is and it's like not a far adjustment to go from one to the other, and when one is superior than the other. But the thing is, if you tell someone that's superior, then they go out and try it. You wouldn't want somebody to, like, what's his name? His wife. She wanted to go live in the woods. His French guy, J.F. Garaply, his wife. People think that he might have killed her, and he's trolling them with a hazmat suit. Like, what are you doing with? Like, he was like spraying down some shit, and he sent a selfie of himself. Like, he's already made all this testimony to the authorities and everything, and they're sitting back and they're just like, well, when's she gonna check in? And it's something like, you just like Goonie Goo Goo, you just like Harry and the Hendersons, you just like said, okay, you're free, go play. Like, I wonder if she wanted him to slap her too. Like, I wonder if she wanted to do that. I hate when this, okay, I tend to jump around. I probably shouldn't. Does it piss you off when they spit on girls in the porno? I can buy, or I can believe the idea that some girls like oh, pull my hair, Chucky, pull my hair, but then they spit. Like, isn't that sad as fuck? Because what if she didn't even fucking agree to that shit? She didn't know it, and by the time that they do it, then she's just like accepting all the terms of service. Holy fuck, man. That's what you gotta remember before you think about watching that shit. I keep forgetting what it is. I was like, because I know I see the internet is like fucking, oh, like, check this out. Like, you're just trying to speed through. Like, you're just trying to, like, I really prefer just freaking ASMR. Lewd ASMR and stuff. The kid Lewd ASMR, and it's fucking just those. That's as much as the ethos as I can handle. They're too stupid to know what I think is even hot. And is there ever going to be a confrontation around that before the people that are stupendously, like, exceedingly good at mental gymnastics, because there's some people that are really good at doing the effort of upholding a farce, then there really is going to be those people coming around banging on the door looking for versions. So you still have, because something is it's like inviting calamities, and if it just comes down to them having the marriage license recognized by the church already says no. Is that supposed to be boring to me, or is that supposed to? I'm at the edge of my seat clapping at the movies. If I'm gonna give it a review and everything, and I thought that what I said about the church and everything is like church people, them church people. They're not gonna let you like smoke cigarettes. They're not gonna just like, next, like fucking this is much moralizing is, I think, what if like you don't have to be an incel, because there's a ghoul that is just like not even a girl, like she has to be a ghoul because she's just as much like I don't know, on the scale of seductive and like, they rate and stuff, modesty and everything. Try to gauge modesty and stuff. Don't stick your dick in crazy, not even the tip. But the ability to gauge modesty it's just for debate only. I don't think it's something that you want to do on a date, asking them if they're how they rate themselves, maybe. Unless she's an intelligentsia and you think that she can handle it. Why would you do that? Make a ghoul out of her. So you get the opportunity to make a ghoul out of somebody, and it's even like rewarding and it's like something like what's it called? They have Afterglow. You know what I mean? So like they do something for your confidence, and then you're fornicating and everything. But fucking you're not an incel, and people aren't gonna be like, oh, there's one of those rejects that hates women, these are misogynies. You know what I mean? It was like, go ask so and so or whatever. And it's even better if you're what's it called? The so like, if you could say, go ask my daughter or something like that, that would be like fucking, that would be killer. Because you don't have to have the discussion, you don't have to entertain it and go back and forth. It's the only point. They think you on some kind of pissing contest. Those are the ones that walk in traffic and act like they can't see the cars and think you're gonna stop because they don't want to stop walking. Even one of them turned in on me. He wasn't already in the crosswalks before he popped out of an obstruction. Then he wanted to he just dipped his head like this and then turned like he's gonna walk up to the car already in traffic. I thought he was gonna break my window, and I was gonna do like that. And if they tempt you to want to get out of the car and all that fucking degenerate reject shit, just stay in the fucking car. There's even laws that you can skirt that if dirty cops, but I don't really know. Like, I think if a cop asked me to roll down the window or something, there's no reason for me not to give them a license. But there's people that know about de-escalation stuff enough to where it'll hold up in court that if they want to trust and ride on their own laurels, then they believe in it enough to where they're not, it's like, but if you're doing one thing wrong, and you know what I mean, and you're not having any fun about it because it's like incongruent, and it's like you have foreknowledge that that people need the municipality to operate in a way. You're being a logjam scenario where one of these pilgrims can get killed, because it's pretty much it's hard to kill someone in a battle, but it's easy for them to accidentally pop up in some places that where you're just like on an easy Sunday drive or something. It's like stressed, and then you got to worry about every little factor of the car, including a tiny little crack on the windshield, because this shit might grow. You never know. You have to go fucking buy some shit from a TV commercial. Right, so to fix this link or something, then you hear a noise, and then you fucking fix the wrong part of the fucking car. It's still because you didn't watch the YouTube videos. Is it something you see on YouTube? What's that? Is that something you've seen on a YouTube?